Okay, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Marvin Williams Center. As we're back in action after a week off, Kitsap's 3-on-3 League Women's Basketball is back at it. 4 great games on the docket for you tonight. First game up is going to be the Lady Trojans taking on the Boss team, who really showed in their first showing on broadcasting a couple weeks ago as they downed a couple of big teams, the high school basketball seniors and the Olympic College Rangers alumni who participated in the March League Championship. And thus they have really improved themselves now to 2-2 on the year and are certainly a foe to be contended with in the Kitsap 3-on-3 League Basketball. Their first up tonight will be the Lady Trojans. Here's your standings. OC alumni with that loss to Team Boss last a couple weeks ago. There's 3-1 high school seniors. With their loss to the Boss team is now 3-1. Lady Trojans 3-1. The Boss team sits at 2-2. Sneak Hers 2-2. Crunch Fitness 1-3. And Team DJ Joe Frank is 0-4 to start the young season. Our first game up, as I mentioned, will be the Lady Trojans and the Boss team. Game number 2 tonight will be OC alumni taking on the Kitsap High School seniors. And then in game 3, we'll have a back it up with OC alumni again against the Lady Trojans. Crunch Fitness will take on Sneak Hers in the finale later on tonight. But the first up will be the Boss team and the Lady Trojans. Riley Trades, Kehlani Riley, Elisa Turnquist, Gwen Meadows, Katie McInnes. They'll round out the Lady Trojans, Isis Crew, Kylie Miller, Chantel Jones, JoJo Galloway, Katie Ostrander makes up the Boss team, and we are underway. Lady Trojans with the basketball. Bridie Triggs on the far side. Worked and try to get it up inside, can't do so. Flips it out on top to Turnquist. Drives it to the right of the free throw line. Now drives in, defended by JoJo Galloway off the side of the rim, so gets her own rebound. Flips out the Triggs. Looks at going inside again. Has the ball stolen away. Stolen away by the Boss team by Chantel Jones. Works it up, still with it out on top. Near side for 3. Off the mark. Here's JoJo Galloway with the offensive rebound. Then sticks it up and in. Getting the Boss team up on top. JoJo Galloway gives Boss team a 2-0 lead. Baseline right. Short 5-footer is good. There's Jones, a long 3. Just off to the right, Turnquist with the rebound. Turnquist with the far side, defended by Galloway, ripping it away on it. Finally gets it back out on top. Gets on top to Gwen Meadows, who hit that last bucket. Tying the game at 2. Long 3, off the mark, no good. Here's Kehlani Riley driving in and scoring. Wearing different uniforms. Always a twist. Well, we done most of these ladies by sight. Bridie Triggs with the bounce ball out on top. Still with it. Flips the far side to Meadows, and the ball goes out of bounds. Back out on top for JoJo Galloway. Welcome to the ISBNsports.com broadcast of Kitsap 3-on-3 basketball. There's Ronnie flipping it up and in with the right hand. Kylie Miller around her. She drives into the rack and scores. 6-2. The Boss team out on top. Triggs flies one and hits it just inside the 3-point line. Bridie Triggs nails the gap to 6-4. Here's another shot by Jones. Fouls it in for 3. Chacho Jones makes their 9-4 game. The Boss team out on top. Just getting away with game number 1 here for the Marvin Williams Center. Short shot off the mark by Meadows. Gets her own rebound. Ball ripped away by Galloway. Far side. Flips it near side. Jones up fakes. Drives in. To the right hand half. Hook shot gets his eye up the window and scores for the Boss team. Chantel Jones. She's got 5. And it's 11-4. The Boss team out on top. Meadows has the ball jabbed away, drives in, fouled by Jones. As he went in strong with the left hand, we'll go to the free throw line. Free throws count as 2. If you're wondering how that all works out. First free throw is a little short. So Meadows will go, well, next time. So Riley wearing 0 today. They're kind of Miller wearing 0 today. Here's JoJo Galloway gliding in to the lane, missing the shot. Turnquist with the rebound. Gets out to the checkpoint. Out on top. Far side. Try to get it inside. Couldn't do so. Meadows kicks it out to Triggs. Near side to Turnquist. He drives in. Right hand goes to the left hand. Right hand, left hand, and is bumped and fouled on the play. Turnquist will go to the free throw line. A lot of fun here at the Marvin Williams Center. We'll have our Coco Love player of the game afterwards. Turnquist free throw. Has some front spin, but it rolls around and won't drop in and goes out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Lady Trojans. Off last touch by the Boss team. Triggs out on top. Trailing 11-4, the Lady Trojans. Triggs has the ball ripped away by Galloway. Gets that on top to Jones. Drives in between the fingers. Nice pass inside, wraparound pass to JoJo Galloway underneath, who springs up and scores. JoJo Galloway. 4 points for JoJo. Here's Meadows. Ball jabbed away by Miller. Kyla Miller. It's our player of the game, our Coco Love player of the game last week. Kitsap 3-on-3 league basketball. You can join anytime. They're always looking for pickup players. Triggs goes up, has a shot blocked. Retrieved by Galloway. Far side to Miller. She'll eye one and fly one and hit one from the far corner. Kylie Miller, she's got 7. And it's 16-4, excuse me. Boss team out on top. Meadows gets defense to Jones. Overplay by Galloway. Far side to Turnquist. Drives baseline. Goes up in the reverse. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Triggs. Nice bounce pass inside for Meadows. Then goes up in reverse. Leaves it short. Galloway gets the rebound on the outlet. Has the ball overthrown and then stolen away by Triggs. Her entrance pass is too far in, out of bounds. Turned over by Lady Trojans. Nice look though, however. Miller to Galloway. Has the ball stolen away by Triggs. Out to the checkpoint. She'll launch one. Has a block by Miller. Retrieved by Galloway. Puts it out to Miller. Puts the ball down to Hartwood. Drives in. Wraparound pass to JoJo Galloway. Precision vision by Miller. Finding Galloway on the near baseline, who goes up and scores. 18-4. Boss team out on top. The steal by Jones. Trying to get her back out. Stolen away by Triggs. Trying to get out on top of the Turnquist. Stolen away by Galloway. Into Jones, near side. Goes up the reverse. High up in the air. Too strong. Meadows will track down the rebound. Gets that on top to Turnquist. She launches a 3. Nice box out underneath by Chantel Jones. Gets it out to Galloway. Now to Miller for 3. Too strong. Triggs yanks down the rebound and dribbles out to the far side to the new checkpoint. Down to Turnquist. Picks it back up. Gives it to Meadows. Now to Turnquist. Top to Triggs. Jones on her defensively. Far side to Meadows. Jab stepping against the defensive Miller. They work the ball around now to Turnquist here near side. Ripping away at and stealing away is JoJo Galloway. Drives in. Bump. Bodied up. Flings one up. Back iron no good. Meadows gets the rebound and dribbles it out and sets up the offense for the Lady Trojans. Far side to Turnquist. Fires one inside. Intended for Triggs. And in there with the right hand to jab it out of bounds. with Kyla Miller. 18-4. Boss team out on top. Been on a nice little run in a 9-0 run. Actually checked out a 12-0 run since it was 6-4. Near corner for 3. Air ball. Meadows secures the basketball, brings it out. After every miss, you got to check it out. At least get it back out to this restart point. Driving in is Turnquist. Kisses it off the window and scores. Lisa Turnquist, her first 2, and it's 18-6. They try to make their move at the half point mark. We're just a bump down at 11:08 to go here in the contest. Miller to Jones for 3 from rim. She'll track down her own rebound out on the point. Far side to Galloway. Good defense on her by Turnquist. Flips the fingers though and makes a couple bounces off the heel of the iron and watches it bounce through JoJo Galloway. She's got 6. And it's 20-6 is Ice's Crew. We'll check in for the boss team. Jones will take a seat. Meadows drives in. Good defense of her by Crew. Can't get it to drop down. Galloway with the rebound. Back it on top to Miller. She fires a 3. Swash. Carter Miller from downtown. She's got 10 now. And it's 23-6. The boss team. Try to getting a team put together and then won both their games a couple weeks ago before we had the break. Meadows drives in, high dribble. The ball jabbed away from behind by Galloway and a foul called on JoJo Galloway. So at the free throw, nope, non-shooting foul. Trojans will inbounds out on top. Ice's Crew there defensively to check it in. Triggs, always with a smile on her face, it seems like. Tries to get the defense to Miller. Flips out to the far baseline. To Meadows. Turnquist from 17. Bounce. Hits all cylinders and falls through between Turnquist. She's got 4. And it's 23-8. The boss team on top. 9:18 to go. And gliding in is Ice's Crew. Getting her first 2 is Crew. And it's 25-8. 9:07 to go here in the first game of the night. First game of 4. Meadows looking for somebody to get the ball too. Drives in, gets the defensive Crew, spins in, flips off the glass, can't hit it. Crew with the rebound, dribbles back out to the checkpoint, and then fires a 3. Off the mark, no good. Nice rebound by Turnquist. Gets it to Triggs right in front of us. On her defensively is Miller. Still with it is Triggs. And her dribbles. And we'll flip it between the legs. So this for GP. Flips out for Meadows. Back to the iron, no good. Miller with the rebound. Right in front of us. Launches a 3. Front rim. Crew with the rebound on the opposite rim. Can't get that one to drop down. Meadows with the defensive rebound will bring it out to the far side. Check things out. Trying to get rid of it all over. Draped all over her as Ice's Crew defensively. Finally gets it to Turnquist. Switching off on her is Crew. On top the Triggs. Drives in left hand, up fakes, and leaves it short. Crew with the defensive rebound. Will dribble it out to the point. Near side for Miller for 3. Reynolds and drops for Kyla Miller. Her third 3. And she's got 13. And opens up that lead now 28-8. It's been a big run. A 22-4 run. And we've seen the boss team explode here in game number 1 with 7:37 to go here at the Marvin Williams Center in downtown Bremerton. K-Mac here. We'll be here for 3 more. You can catch the, Facebook. Right, nice back door to Turnquist, but it's too strong. Blows the lay-in. Here's Miller. Heisman flies from the near corner and nestles it in. Kyla Miller, her 4th 3, making it a 31-8 lead. Go to ISBNsports.com for all Kitsap County sports, including back live high school football again here coming up here in the 2025 season. And back to our 16th year for Bremerton Knights basketball. As they flip it out on top, the Trig up, big drives in against Miller, stops and pops from short range and hits. Nice move by Bridie Triggs. She's got 4, and it's 31-10. Boss team out on top. But Vermetti will get some OC baseball before the season winds down. Crew too strong. Meadows with a rebound, gets that on top to Turnquist. Drives in, cut out there by Galloway, flips it out far side to Triggs. Shouted by her by Miller. Now to Meadows. Now to Turnquist. Long 3, tracked down by Turnquist. Gets her own offensive rebound. Gets it back out on top. Intended for Triggs all the way by Crew. Here's Miller. Turnquist on her. Gets a pick from Galloway and then fires. Air ball tracked down by Triggs, far side. Drifts out to the far corner, goes up, and coming out of nowhere, denied Triggs is Crew as she blocks it out of bounds. 5:44 to go and ticking here in game number 1 here at Marvin Williams Center. Sees the boss team out on top. Galloway anticipates the pass to Turnquist, overplays it and jabs it into the curtain, and should be remaining Trojans, Lady Trojans basketball, as Meadows will get the check in from Crew. Out on top, Meadows. Again, an overplay by Galloway, almost getting the steal. Triggs will inbounds. Out on top for the Lady Trojans. Jabs against Miller. Big collapse defense for a quick double team. Back out on top to the Meadows. Near side to Triggs. Swiping away at it is Galloway. Triggs will fire it ahead. Nice job by Bridie Triggs. Just a 2, however, just inside the 3-point line, making it 31-12. As Triggs hits the shot. She's got 6. Here's Miller. Nice job by Turnquist to get that entrance pass, as she was too tall to see it land in the hands in the paint. Here's Meadows. Spins into the lane. Uses the window, too strong, and JoJo Galloway with the rebound. Gets out to Miller, drives in, elevates from 10. Nope, she nice. No look, and then she flips it back inside to JoJo Galloway, who elevates and scores. Nice look. And JoJo Galloway scores her 8th point. Front side to Turnquist. Fakes left, goes right baseline. Needs a short, gets her own rebound. Goes up with it, has a shot blocked by Miller. Lands back in the hands of Turnquist, but she's out of bounds. And it will go back to the boss team with 3:40 to go here in game number 1. This game should be a good one as well, because the OC alumni gets Kitsap High School seniors a rematch of the March championship. So the OC Lady Rangers alumni winning that. 3:15 to go, 33-12. Boss team out on top. Shot short. Triggs far side. Shouted by Miller. Looking to get some space. Driving in is Triggs, and is fouled on the play by Miller. Did you see you're using Ice's Crew to shadow inside in the paint, kind of a one-man zone. Man out on top, and then she kind of just patrols into paint. Free throw up and good by Triggs. Give Triggs 8. 2.5 minutes to go. 33-14. And Chantel Jones elevates. And it's the ripple and the triple for Chantel Jones. Her second 3. She's got 8. 36-14. Triggs on far side. On her is Jones. Try to get it inside. Turnquist, and then off her leg and out of bounds. Kind of a rough start for the Lady Trojan, but they didn't get here except for a few minutes before game time. Never to get a chance to take some shots. Here's Miller for three. Got it. They were here early, and they're hitting their shots. Kyla Miller, her fifth three. Gives her 19. Here's Meadows to Turnquist. Minute and a half to go. Turnquist with it. You see, as they're talking about, then converging is Crew. Triggs will drive into the lane, too strong. Meadows and Miller will tie up. And it'll go to the Boss team as Crew inbound out on top. Jones. Tries baseline high dribble. Kicks out far side for Miller for three. Sharp shooter. Off the mark, no good. Jones will crash the boards. Can't get the rebound, but taps it right out the Crew. Whips one near side for Jones. Sure reloaded. Hits from the near corner. Chantel Jones for three. Her third three, and she's got 11. And it's 42-14. Time running down here in game number one. Here's Turnquist, right hand runner, too strong. Jones to Miller. 28 seconds left. Miller stops and pops from 15 and hits Kylie Miller. Having a great game. 15, 17, 19, 21 points for Kylie Miller. Here's Triggs slashing in with the left hand, gets it to roll down. Nice job by Triggs. Give her 10 on the evening. Nice and through with a kick shot. Follows her own. He's just off the mark, and that's going to do it for the first game. Your final score, the Moss team 44 and Lady Trojans 16, and that will do it for game number one here at the Marvin Williams Center. Well, it was 6-4, and then bam, a big run by the Boss team. They went on a 12-2 run. Then they went on another run and held the Trojans, Lady Trojans, to the 14 points on the evening here for game number one. I'll do it for game number one. You've been listening to a special ISBandSports.com special presentation of Kitsap 3-on-3 League Women's Basketball, live here from the Marvin Williams Center here from downtown Bremerton. Stick around, be back. Game number two, when we come back. Once again, you're listening to the Kitsap 3-on-3 League Women's Basketball on ISBandSports.com. Proceeding has been an ISBandSports.com and Mega Talk Radio AM 1400 KITZ special sports presentation. Any rebroadcast, dissemination, or transmission of this copyrighted broadcast without written permission from ISBandSports.com or KITZ AM 1400 is strictly prohibited.